again, YouTube. We have the next issue of the Fast and Furious build the legendary Dodge Charger RT from the first Fast and Furious movie, and this will be issue number 11. And I'm not sure how. I mean, nobody's really said anything on the comments or anything like that on any issues they've had with their models yet. If they've got this model and they've been having any small issues. You've seen some of the issues I had. And,
yes!
Yeah, some of it, that last stage I did was real challenging. So I had a little hard time with that. But I got it, over. I went over it real good, so. But it's still a fun model to build, even though I had a challenge with it. I mean, it's got to be a little challenging or it wouldn't be fun, right? You don't have to say Yahoo every time, okay?
Yes!
Yeah, I guess we'll get started. Okay, this is issue number 11 of the Fast and Furious Dodge Charger RT. We'll go through the magazine real quick, and then we'll get started with the model. Just kind of go over it a little bit. It's got some cool stuff in there, but the part we're going to go after is this part right here.
Yeah!
This one's probably going to be a short, might be a short video, because it looks like we're doing just the wheel and the tire for this issue. Compared to what I just did on the last one, this is going to be a joy to do.
Yes!
And it's real simple.
Yes!
And we get to bring the frame back out again and attach the wheel to it after we're done. So I have to get it out. But that's what it's going to look like after it's done. And I'll just quickly go over the rest of the magazine. Okay, and here's the unopened box. How it comes to you when it's shipped to you. Got the rubber tire and the wheels. These are made out of metal, or at least the other one was. So the cap's made out of plastic. And you got your screws. So, okay, let's get to it. Okay, in the first part of the instructions, they want us to take the outer wheel part of the rim, which is, this is metal, and this is plastic, but they want us to take the valve stem and put it into the wheel. There's like a little tab right there that it wants to go onto, so we're going to try to fit that on there. That's pretty easy. It's just tiny. Okay, with that on there. Okay. When you get ready to put the other part of the wheel on there, it'll stay in place, so you don't have to worry about using glue or anything like that. Okay, next step. Okay, on this step, they want us to take the tire, and on one side of the tire it says inside, and then on the other side it says outside. That's important.
Yes!
So on the inside, they want us to take the inner part of the rim, which is also made out of metal, and they want us to stick it onto the inside. So we go like that. Put that in. And then on the outside, or the other part, they want us to put the outer part of the rim into it, but you got to line it up with the holes. And I have to look at it for a moment to figure out which way it goes. Okay, you got to line it up like that's where the valve stem would go, right there. So provided just line this up. Make sure. Okay, we have to go with the valve stem there. And line it up like so. Okay. Now, let this place together. Now there's a little spot you can see it where the valve stem's supposed to go on, even on the inside, and you just kind of use that as a guide so you know which way you're going with it, so you can line up the hose properly. Now that the wheels are lined up, or the inner and outer are lined up, they want us to use HM screw to hold it together. So take some of these out, and I just dropped my instructions manual on the floor. Okay, since they are going in the metal, I will have to use oil.
Yes!
And keeping a light firm hold onto the wheels so they don't come apart. Get the screw started. Just don't tighten it all the way yet. Three-in-one oil for all the metal parts. Makes it so you don't end up cross-threading, especially if you're going in the metal. You don't want it to cross thread or anything. If you don't use the 3-in-1 oil in there, you could strip out the threads, and that would be a very bad thing. You can also cause makes it harder for the screw to go in too when it's cutting new threads going in, and you have a potential of actually breaking the head off of the screw. So to prevent that, use a little 3-in-1 oil only on the threads of the screw. You don't have to submerge it in the oil, and everything will be fine. Alright. Snug these together.
Yes!
Yeah, compared to the other stage I just did, this is a this is a lot easier. But I know it's going to get a little bit, it's going to have its moments where it's going to get harder. And it's it'll get easier in some kits. It'll be easy. This is just one of the easier kits. So ain't much to it. Now the steering assembly, if you haven't gotten to that stage yet, if you're doing the same model, it's going to be a pain to get that one. That was the hardest one for me to do. So, but the rest of them so far are pretty easy for me to do. Alright, that's tight. That's what it looks like so far. And it's got a little weight to it. It probably weighs about a pound. I want to put it on the scale later to figure out how much this weighs. So I'm just guessing at it right now. Next step. Okay, next step. They want us to put the wheel that we just did, and they want us to put it onto the axle spindle. And it does have a keyway on the back of it to match the little section on the wheel itself, or should I say on the spindle. So I'll turn that where it'll be a little easier to find it. Like that. And we're going to make sure it matches the little keyway on here. Okay.
Yes!
There you go. And if it'll stay placed where I put it. Okay. Now they want us to put an IM screw in, but before I do that, they want me to put the washer. Let me put the washer on it first. It's a little rubber washer. And to make it a little bit easier to do, I'll just go ahead and put it on the screw. I think that's plastic. Yeah, that's plastic. So a little plastic washer.
Yes!
Alright, stick the washer onto the screw. And then they want Let me change angle real quick. Okay, that's better. Now they want us to. Now I got the little plastic washer on the screw, and they want us to screw this to the spindle on the car. Hold it in place. Just make sure the keyway doesn't separate. Just hold it in place and then screw it in. Make sure you use 3-in-1 oil on the threads of the screw.
Yes!
Moves a little freely. Now it does seem a little tight, I think. Just make sure it ain't binding. I need to loosen it just a little bit. Before I do that, I'm going to see if the other end is that way. That's a little tight too, so I guess it'll be alright. So, well, it might be okay. Loosen a little bit. I don't like it being that tight, so like that. There, that's better. Alright. Now, final step. Okay, the last step of this kit will be to put the little center cap on. Let's see. There's two little pins on this, and you have to line them up with the holes that are in the wheel. Okay, right there. You just line them up. Being that the parts are kind of tiny, I'm having a hard time hanging on to them. But we'll get them lined up. Double check this off camera real quick, make sure it's in there. Well, I had to push on a little bit. It wasn't in, kind of cockeyed there for a little bit, but there we go. That makes that complete. And so far, it's starting to come together pretty well. So I look forward to the next few kits because that's going to be working on the engine. Looks like the chassis is finished for now. But yeah, so far this looks pretty good. I like it.
Yes!
So this does have some weight on it. So I'm going to go weigh this real quick, and I'll tell you how much it weighs. Well, I couldn't get the scale to really register how much the model weighed. I'm assuming that it probably weighs less than a pound, but it's got some weight to it. But it's close to a pound, pretty much. So and it ain't even done. You know, it's still got a long way to go. So I think Fanhome said something about it was supposed to be somewhere around 18-19 pounds when you get the full model built. So it's gonna have some weight to it. Okay, that'll be it for this this model kit. And this is issue number 11 complete. So sorry, I'm distracted. No. Anyway, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you want to. If you do subscribe, I thank you for that. And also hit the notification button down below, the subscribe button, so it tells YouTube that you like these kind of videos. And it also lets you know when I put out a new video.
Yes!
The next video will be out. For the Fast and Furious model, I'm going to release the videos about every Saturday night at midnight.
Yes!
So pretty much as soon as it hits midnight Saturday, and they'll be released. So keep an eye out for that. Be Central Time.
Yes!
So if you like what you see, give it a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe, please do. I appreciate it. and hit the notification button after you do, and then leave comments if you want to. Just try not to say anything too negative. I know I do some of the videos, I make them a little bit too long and drag them out too long, so I try to make this one's gonna be short. So until next time, that'll be it for now. I'll see you when I see you. Thanks for watching. Bye. No.
Yes!